Hey everybody, we're waiting for Craig to finish up his trail mix snack.
Let me know when we start.
I've been waiting for a full minute, by the way, to start this video. Sorry we're late today. Craig had to take one of his kiddos home, so I think the video we're gonna do today, yay, look at me talking instead of this one.
You're welcome, everybody.
Are the top 5 things to be safer on our jobs.
Brad. All right. This is very important. Last month actually was Realtor Safety Month. Did you know that?
Actually, I did not know that.
I did not know that until yesterday when IAR posted it and said, now that Safety Month is over, we still need to be safe, of course.
Yeah.
So, Realtor safety is a very important topic. So today might be our least funny show. Not that any of our shows are funny, but
yeah, this one's kind of serious, I think, and everybody really needs to listen to what our tips on this one,
So, let's get started. Number 5. Central Lock. We use Central Lock in our marketplace. We used to use Supra, but now we use Central Lock. And they have a safety part in their app.
Yeah,
so talk about that.
So if you guys go into your settings, there is an agent safety portion in there. You're gonna add you can add up to 5 phone numbers. So, and you can start, you enable the automated safety checklist. Neither Craig nor I can talk today anyway. You enable the automated safety checklist, and basically what happens is when you open the lockbox, it will then say, do you want to start your safety check, right? So if you hit yes, because you're not familiar with the buyer or you just kind of don't feel it, right? You can hit that, and if you don't answer at the 60-second mark, it will actually call, and it will start calling people in your list, okay? And the most awesome thing is it tells your people when you hit the safety check, what house you're at, and exactly where you're at. So it's actually a really, really good safety thing that I think all agents should have enabled.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. Number 4. Meet at the office first if you can. That's kind of sometimes tough, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe a public place. Another thing is maybe get your buyer pre-approved before you show them that first house.
Yeah, I think it's probably easier to maybe meet them in a public place like Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's. Say, hey, you know what? Let's meet here first. And it can be, a mile from the house or whatever. It gives you at least a public area to meet them first before you're showing like a new buyer a vacant house or something. Yeah, that's not necessarily good if you haven't met them first.
Yeah, definitely. I got nothing else to add to that. I have nothing else to add to that.
This one's too serious for us today, man.
I know. It's a real serious topic. It's tough.
Yeah.
Number 3, I think, is very important. Sorry.
Did you bring coffee for the rest of the group?
Nicole, would you like some of my coffee?
Oh, God, no. I hate coffee. No coffee, no tea.
Okay.
I can smell it. Ugh.
Be safe. Be safe when you're out there. I think women have more at stake than men. I think women are more likely to be assaulted on showings and things like that. I looked at the statistics before we started. We prepped for this show, and it's way more dangerous for women out there than it is for men. Pepper spray. I would be an advocate of carrying pepper spray. Handguns are where it gets a little crazy or it gets a little bit where I think some people are against that, some people are. I do think
controversial.
Controversial. Thank you. That's a big word.
Took me a minute.
But I think with the proper training, I think that's safe, and I think it's something. It's a big escalator and it's dangerous. But I think pepper spray would do just as well. Yeah,
pepper spray, tasers. You can buy all of that stuff now. I always take a pepper spray with me when I'm meeting a new client, and I have it out and open. That's what I think you get complacent when you do it a lot, and you don't have those items that you use ready. And don't get yourself like pink pepper spray. Get something that blends in with your keys and things.
Well, just because the case is pink, it's still fine.
Yeah, but I think it draws attention to it versus it being something to keep you safe, right?
Okay. So those are some things. I think if you do go the handgun route, I think you should take a professional training class.
Yeah.
And do that. Sure. But pepper spray, I think that's the quickest one, easiest to deploy. And a taser, if that thing's not charged up all the way, or a stun gun, no one really uses a taser, but
that's what I meant.
They're not. I've been tased. I've been stunned before. Didn't you stun me?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think
I don't
so.
know what you're talking about.
Nicole had a stun gun, but I think pepper spray is probably the fastest one to use and get out of there and call the police.
Just don't spray yourself. Not that I've ever done that at an open house before, because I didn't know what a pepper spray canister looked like. But anyway.
Did you just like randomly, press aerosol cans?
No, it was like a little mini one, and I didn't know what it was, so I was playing with it, and I had to air the house out. Oops.
All right, and that leads us into our number 2 thing, and that's trust your gut. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't, Nicole, you give us some tips on this one.
I think if your gut's yelling at you, especially as a woman, trust it. There's a reason. Call somebody on the phone so they know where you're at. Say, I got a phone call, I got to step out. Whatever it is to make yourself feel safer, you need to trust that instinct. I have agents on my team that will say, hey, I'm just getting red flags. The conversation was odd or whatever. We'll pick it apart and see if it's something that they should still go on or we should move it to another team member or whatever the reasoning being. But your gut is there for a reason. Trust it. Don't ignore it. If it's yelling at you, run. Serious.
Or take extra precaution.
Yeah.
We always, we always want to treat buyers and fairly and equally and things like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to protect yourself. And if you feel like something's wrong, just take extra precautions. I think is the best way to do that.
Yeah.
Bring someone with you. Bring a friend. Bring a coworker.
I brought my dog before.
Office manager. Do something. Be safe. Be safe. And then we're going to move into the number 1 thing. The number 1 thing is let someone know where you're going to be, who you're going to be showing houses to. Use your calendar. I use my calendar on, I put on there who I'm going to see. I put their phone number on there. And then Bill, my boss Bill, can see my calendar and things like that. So if I go on a showing and I don't come back, at least Bill knows, hey, okay, well, here's where Craig was a couple hours ago. Share that information out with someone that you trust and you care about.
And your showing time will sync to your calendar. So you can sync that and it will tell exactly which houses you are showing. So, I think the big thing is we also talked, there are certain cities around here, they actually have programs that if you call, you're uncomfortable, something's kind of red flag. Hey, would you mind coming by the house? This is the time we're going to be for the police to come by the showing, just kind of do a drive-by. And I have done that before. Definitely.
Call the police department, the non-emergency line, let them know where you're going to be and when and things like that. And they'll usually always send an officer around there just to keep you safe. So I think those are some really good tips that if you can follow those things, I think those will be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think number 1, is trusting your gut, letting somebody know where you're at, and then those kind of 2 combine a little bit, you know what I mean? So you can call, at our office, you can call the secretaries and say, hey, I'm going to be here, it's a new buyer, whatever, call me in, 10 minutes if I don't hear back from you, stuff like that too. So use your peeps.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
No, for sure.
Yeah, something bad happens, that's bad.
Yeah, so I think this was kind of serious, so not a whole lot of laughing going on.
It's the serious Nicole and Craig show.
This is, unfortunately, on this one. But
public service announcement.
I think it's something that we all need to think about. Every time you go out showing, never let your guard down. I hate to say it that way, but, always kind of be aware.
Yeah, if you talk to any real estate agent that's been doing this for more than a year or 2, they're going to have stories where they felt unsafe, something was wrong, they had a close call maybe. Hopefully nothing serious has happened, but it has happened.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, let somebody go in front of you all the time. You open the door, you let your client go in front of you. You go in the basement, the client goes down first. They go in a bedroom, the client goes in first. Always, always, always do that. Sorry, that was my last one.
I always go first in case there's a dog attack or something like that. So sometimes people have dogs locked up in the basement and then I open the door and a dog is growling at me.
I think it's a safety tip because if you let the person go in, you're at the exit versus them being at the exit.
That could be a men and women difference too.
Could be.
That could be something where,
Yeah, so that's why I always keep yourself at the exit and let your client go ahead of you. So.
Yeah, don't try to corner yourself in a room or something like that. Don't. Well, and I think that's not with a couple you've been showing houses to for weeks.
No.
I'm talking that'd be
that
like a
red
fresh
flag
in a
instinct.
vacant house. Yeah.
Yes, going up. That's what you should be doing.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Be safe out there and hopefully you can enjoy a great career in real estate, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Have fun showing this week, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Thank
Thanks
you very
for
much.
watching.
Thanks for watching.